Hi, my name is Tina and welcome to my channel. Today I would like to talk about different types of weight loss surgery and why I chose to have what I chose to have. If you're new here, please like and subscribe to my channel. I had duodenal switch surgery on June 9th of 2020 and I'm almost 12 weeks out and I've lost approximately, well, I'm currently 229 pounds. So that's kind of my background, and I've decided to start a video channel just to kind of track my progress and just keep track of what's going on. So today I would like to talk about the different types of weight loss surgery and why I chose duodenal switch. So initially I had gone into, I made an appointment with Dr. Srikanth in February of 2020 just to have a conversation and see if I could get duodenal, or actually I was going for vertical sleeve surgery, VSG, because I know people that have had that and had great success with it, and that was just what I thought I was going to get. So my husband and I went into the office and sat down and talked to him about it, and he said, well, why are you here? And I said, I would like to pursue vertical sleeve surgery. And he said, okay, why would you like to, why? And so tell me a little bit about your history. And so I told him a little bit about my history. I'm 51 years old. I've been dieting since I was about 12 years old. I've done every diet that has been popular or has been, the new fads or whatever since then. So I've fasted, I've done the Master Cleanse, I've done Weight Watchers, Tops, Atkins, just a lot of different diets. I've done all the things. And I'm tired. Every time I lose weight, I feel great. I'm excited and think, oh, this is it. I've done it. I'm finally losing all this weight. And then as soon as I start eating again, it just comes back. And I realize that I should take responsibility for that, and I do take responsibility for that. But if there's a tool that can help me not do that for the rest of my life, I just wanted to pursue it. So that's what I talked to him about. And he said, why VSG? And I said, well, that's just the one that I know about, that it seems like a lot of people are doing, and that's what I was interested in. So he said, okay, well, let's go over the different types of surgery. So he pulled out some paperwork, and we talked about the sleeve. He talked about the gastric bypass surgery. He had looked at my insurance information, so he knew what surgeries would be covered by my insurance. Because I believe there are some other that are sort of related to duodenal switch, but they're not duodenal switch. They are revisions or some other type of thing. Forgive my ignorance, I'm not really sure, because those were the only ones he talked to me about. So we talked about gastric bypass. I don't know anybody that has had gastric bypass, but I do follow Mini Me in Tennessee. And I know that she had gastric bypass and did really well with it. So I knew about it, but I had never heard of duodenal switch, and I had never even heard that word. So, and I felt like I was fairly well read about it, but evidently not, because I had never, that's a pretty major surgery that's been around for 30 years that I've never heard of it. So anyway, he was talking to me about that. And the way it works is it's basically your stomach is cut off. 80% of your stomach is lost, like same as with the VSG. But then there's a different part of it where they reroute your intestines, or they cut part of your intestines so that you're not absorbing. It's a malabsorptive. So even if I do overeat or force myself to eat more than I can, or things that I shouldn't eat, my body won't absorb it. And he was suggesting this for me based on me telling him that I had spent my whole life losing and gaining weight, and my top weight that I've been in my whole life is 340 pounds, and that's what my body's, I know I can do that. So every time I lose a bunch of weight, I know, and then I start gaining weight back, I know that I have a potential of hitting 340 or even higher than that. So it's just a fear that I have and have had, and he is aware of that. He reinforced that idea that if you've been that big before, your body is okay with that. So we talked about that. We talked about the absorption situation and how I would have to spend the rest of my life taking vitamins and supplements, and I don't really have a problem with that. I don't, and what I like about the Duodenal Switch is that there's a lot of monitoring your health. So I really like the idea that because there's things going on that you don't really know. Like when I first had my initial tests, I found out that I had hernias, I had gallstones. I didn't know that I had any of that. I just go through life, and if I have a stomach, I have a stomach ache. So I really like the idea of having all the tests run and having all of the things monitored and vitamins and supplements and all that things that doesn't scare me off. It didn't scare me off. And so I was okay with it. The other thing that I was really excited about, and that really, it's a little bit scary because if you read about Duodenal Switch, there's a lot of people that say that they don't like it or they won't recommend it because of the malabsorption issues. So what I take away from that, because my medical team has been so adamant that I take all of my vitamins and take supplements, and if they don't, have them checked, have your labs run to make sure that those vitamins that you're taking are being absorbed, because you don't know what your body likes. Your body might not like capsules or gel pills or whatever. So just having that being monitored and being sure that was going to be covered and taken care of is really important to me. And I'm 51 years old, and I have, like I said, I've dieted since I was 12. So I've been dieting off and on almost 40 years. And believe me when I tell you, I've done everything. I've done every single diet. Well, some I haven't. Like, I would never do any type of seafood. I don't eat seafood, so I wouldn't do any kind of seafood diet. But any other kind of diet I have done. I promise. I know I have. And I've done some crazy things, like the Master Cleanse, where you do the saltwater flush every day. That is just crazy. But I've done that a lot. I did it probably 4 or 5 times. Lost a significant amount of weight. And then as soon as I started eating, it all came right back, which is, it breaks your heart because it's a lot of work and you have to do a lot of strange things on some of these diets. And to go through all those things, to go with depriving myself of food, just to a week later have it all come right back. I mean, it's just really hard. And I mean, it never stopped me. I would always jump on the next bandwagon, but it's just kind of, at this point, I feel like I know how to lose weight. I feel like I can stop eating and eat healthy for a while, but it's really hard to stay motivated and even start a diet because, again, I know I'm going to probably gain it all back. So anyway, that's how I ended up with the surgery thing. Talking to Dr. Shrikant about these things, and he understood. He said there's nothing unusual about that. It's what happens. And we live in a society where all these diets and programs, and I mean, it makes money. So, and people are so desperate to lose weight. People are so desperate to be thin, and it's just a whole industry. And it's not really your fault. It's not your fault that you're constantly bombarded with all of these ideas. It's not your fault that your body will lose weight and then gain it back. I mean, technically it's your fault because you've done that, but still, if you lose weight and gain it back, and you lose weight because you're trying to lose weight because you want to be smaller and healthier, you don't know that as soon as you start eating, you're going to gain it all back. I guess you should, but that's never the intent. When you go on a diet, you never think, I'm going to go on this diet and lose all this weight, and then I'm going to start eating and gaining it all back. It's never, ever the intent. It's just what happens. So it's just unfortunate and sad, but that's unfortunately the way it is with a lot of people. I'm not saying everybody. I know some people are very successful with different diets, but for me and my situation, it just was not working. So the one thing that's really appealing to me with duodenal switch surgery is that there is the portion of it where it's portion control. So you can't really overeat. And 12 weeks out, I can tell you I can't overeat. I can't eat like I did at all. I'm fighting to get all of my protein in, which is the most important thing. All of my water and all of my protein are the most important things at this point. So that takes priority over everything else. So I know that at this point, I know there's a chance, actually it's pretty likely that at some point my stomach will stretch, or I've also read that it's less that your stomach stretches and more that you understand lighter foods. So I don't know. Either way I can gain it back, and I know a lot of people do, but I just needed this little help. So that's why I opted for duodenal switch surgery. It was my doctor's recommendation, and I went with it. And I'm really, really happy with my decision. I'm really happy with the way I feel right now. It took me 4 weeks of pretty serious fatigue after I had surgery, but after I hit that point, after 4 weeks, I've just been feeling great ever since. So anyway, that was my video for today. Hope you like and subscribe to my channel. I have many things planned. I have lots of interesting, fun videos coming up. So hopefully pretty soon I'll feel more comfortable with the camera and it'll go a little bit smoother. But bear with me. I'm excited to have this channel. I'm excited for you to share with you and get to know you as well. So anyway, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Have a great day. Bye.